Well, back on this very date in 1989, KLAS-TV aired a live interview with a shadowy man who didn't use his real name. Now, the story he told was pretty outrageous, but 30 years later, it is still causing waves.
Bob Lazar's allegations about alien technology being tested in the Nevada desert ignited worldwide interest and put the then secret military base known as Area 51 on the map. George KNAPP is here with a look at how far the story has spread in the 3 decades since that interview. George?
Well, it turned out a long way. For the live interview, we used a pseudonym. We called him Dennis. That turned out to be the name of his boss at a place called S4, a facility built into the side of a mountain, disguised to look like natural terrain. It would be another 7 months before the world learned the guy's real name was Bob Lazar, but the public didn't wait. The race to Area 51 was on, and the cultural ripples are still being felt. The line of people waiting to see the premiere of the Bob Lazar documentary in downtown LA last December stretched around the city block. 1,600 enthusiastic fans jammed into an historic theater to see the film and hobnob with its director and Lazar himself. It all started 30 years ago with an anonymous interview on KLAS-TV and turned Area 51 into a Hollywood staple.
You could have just handed me a piece of a UFO from Area 51.
And the coup de grace, Area 51.
There's never been any spacecraft. There's no Area 51. There's no recovered spaceship.
Excuse me, Mr. President, that's not entirely accurate.
It would probably take an Indiana Jones-sized warehouse to stash all the pop culture references to Area 51, the oh-so-secret facility. The place that did not officially exist for decades is the rock star of military bases, literally. There's a rock band named Area 51 and another named Element 115, which is supposedly the fuel for flying saucers. There's an Area 51 video game, an Area 51 bar, lots of Area 51 gift shops, jerky stores, a dance troupe, a fireworks company. Almost weekly, new lines of Lazar-themed merchandise pop up online. Posters and T-shirts and other goodies. There's a Groom Lake red wine, an alien-themed legal brothel, and a Bob Lazar song. How many classified military bases become the namesake of a AAA baseball franchise with a space alien mascot? Of course, the X-Files show featured Area 51 in several episodes. It's a highlight of more than a dozen books and countless magazine articles as well, along with reams of editorial cartoons in the Review Journal and other newspapers, some of which poke fun at saucer-chasing reporters.
I think a lot of people believe what I said. And
Lazar's tale set off a stampede to the area around Groom Lake. In nearby Rachel, the bar and grill became the Little Ailey Inn, and its owners have capitalized on the public fascination with all things E.T.
I have candles, I have patches, I have pins.
Miles to the east, near Hyco, there's a rival alien research center, which has its own line of otherworldly merchandise. The businesses are bookends on the world's only extraterrestrial highway, dedicated back in 1996 by savvy Governor Bob Miller, who combined his marketing event with the unveiling of the blockbuster film Independence Day, wherein Area 51 saves the world from an E.T. invasion.
My name's Bob Lazar. I'm known for working at a classified base.
Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell says his documentary about Lazar personalizes the mythology that has sprouted from Lazar's claims.
I think getting to know Bob Lazar as the person is a huge part of the story that just simply couldn't be told over the 30 years because he wasn't willing to let people into his life. The UFO subject has done nothing good for him, and you have to understand that he hasn't tried to profiteer off of it. It's really harmed his life in a lot of ways. So getting him to open up personally and for the viewer to be able to see the human being.
As for Lazar, most of the last 30 years, he's tried to avoid the UFO spotlight.
Oh, you want some of the fame. What, the fame? You know, there's no big dump truck dropping money off at my house every Thursday night. I'm not out for any fame. I really have better things to do. Generally, people have to twist my arm to come out and do things like that. As you know, you're the arm twister.
I don't think he meant that in a nice way. For most of the last 30 years, Lazar has tried to keep a low profile. He made 2 public appearances on behalf of the documentary film and is making a 3rd this weekend at a UFO fest in Oregon. He declined any payment for the film, not a cent. And by the way, my name is listed in the credits because I was interviewed for it as well. So how does Lazar's story match up with recent admissions by the Pentagon that has been secretly studying UFOs after all and has been trying to figure out the technology? Tonight at 11, we'll hear more of Lazar's thoughts on that, and we have additional links and materials on our website. And time went by fast.
Yes. and George, too, it can't be overstated the importance that your role had in that. It took a lot of courage for both of you to do that story.
And for Channel 8. Channel 8 stuck by this all the way. Yeah. So, thanks.
Well, thank you.
All right, Ted joining us now here at the anchor desk, talking about some big changes in our forecast, and especially tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is when all the big changes start. And we gave you a fair warning since last week that Thursday would be the day, right? Of course, those clouds, again, more bark than bite, not getting any precip from it, but hey, it looks like the Pacific Northwest. In my hand is our neighborhood shout-out. Everybody listening? Linda Stritoff.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda, thanks for watching us, joining us from the Southwest at Mountain's Edge this evening. Thank you very much. All right, here's our weather alert. Our only 2 weather alerts are wind advisories specifically for Hoover Dam, the lake, obviously downriver to Laughlin, and we have a wind advisory also for Kingman, Mojave County. Nothing in Las Vegas and points westward yet. That could change tomorrow, however, okay? So the high for the day today, here you go, 91 degrees. I told you even with all the cloud cover, we will still warm up to the 90s, and there you go. 89 is where we should be. 74 is what we dropped to overnight. That was a warm start to our morning. 82 in Centennial Hills right now. Aliante 85, 83 up in Sky Canyon, 86 North Las Vegas. Double 8s for Sunrise Mountain, Whitney Ranch, and Henderson. You're both coming in at 87 degrees along with Mountain's Edge and Anthem at 85. Elsewhere, 81 for Prump, 86 Boulder City. Laughlin coming in at 93 degrees this afternoon. We're tracking that low off the coast of California, already providing ample rainfall for San Francisco. This rain will slowly make its way towards us. Of course, we know the Sierras like to swallow up most of that rain, but some of this will make its way towards us. A narrow band of moisture expected to move in. When? In the morning, only very slight chances. I don't think it's a big shot as far as widespread showers go. However, we get to midday, the afternoon, it turns a little bit more spotty. So we'll see stray showers here and there with some embedded thunderstorms possible, especially later on in the day. It's not going to be an all-day event. It looks like by the time we get to like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour, those chances really start to diminish and the evening should be real nice. However, it will bring some wind along with it. So our biggest wind speeds are going to be tomorrow, where those gusts could get up to 45 miles per hour with some leftover winds on Friday. And then we'll see another system bring us some more wind on Sunday and also on Monday.